What's up, everybody? Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at Poseable Raging Hulk. This action figure is 13 inches tall and it was made by Toybiz in the year 2003. This is a very cool Hulk action figure because he's got a really angry look on his face, and I feel like Toybiz really had the molds at the time when they were making these figures. His pants here are purple, but they're made out of fabric. And the sculpting on this guy is absolutely fantastic, and I feel like it just brings the figure to life. So taking a closer look at him, just look at the detail they put into his teeth right here. Like he's yelling in rage, but we could actually see all the little detail put into the teeth right there. We could see his tongue, his eyes. He has like this very angry look on his face, and not only is his face sculpt absolutely great, if you look at his hair right here, even though it's black, you can see like green in it, which I think actually looks really, really cool. And just look at all the sculpting in here, from his muscles all the way down to his purple pants right here. And what I really like is that they included the rips right here in his pants, which brings the figure more to life, that it's Bruce Banner transforming into the Hulk. They even went through the trouble to paint the detail right here on his fingernail right there is also painted green. So I actually really like that a lot. And he also has the detail right here on his feet. Each of his toes are painted green, which is really cool. You could also tell he's highly detailed if you look at him from the back side. Now, his pants here actually have pockets right here. So you can, I guess, put something in there if you wanted to. I mean, I wouldn't. It just shows that I feel like these were made from real pants. It's not just cheap plastic. It's actually very high quality. Like, just look at the rips at the bottom of the shorts right there are actually really, really cool. And all the muscle right here, they even sculpted his back. Pretty good. And what I like about him is this guy is extremely poseable. Like, you can fully rotate his head. Full 360. Arms go up and down, all the way around. They don't bend at the elbows, but he does have elbow articulation. And he also has wrist articulation, which can swivel whole 100%. He has a torso that you can fully rotate, and it's not affected by his pants right here. And he also has a joint right here where you can fully rotate him here as well. And I actually really like that about this guy. He doesn't bend at the knees at all, but right here you can rotate his legs a full 360 if you wanted to. And also, they also move at the knees. They don't bend at the knees, but it seems that he has two articulation points. So I actually really like that about him. We could get him to stand in different poses. His foot also does move 100%. It doesn't go up and down, but it does swivel. So you can pose him pretty good. And I actually really like that about this guy. This is like my favorite Hulk figure because he's a really decent size. All of my other Hulk figures are smaller as far as size comparisons go. But this guy right here is actually pretty massive. Like, if you put him right next to some of the other guys, this guy just completely towers over all of them. So I actually really like that about him. And actually doing some research on him, there was actually another version of this where he had a closed mouth smile. Not like this. So I feel like when the Hulk movie came out, they issued a bunch of Hulk action figures. I remember some were in the smaller inch scale, but as far as the large figures go, there was actually more than one of them. I believe there was also electronic talking Hulk action figures made from when this movie came out, which is cool. And as far as comparisons go, I actually do not have another Hulk in this size. However, what I'm going to compare him to, which I feel like This version here is less superior. Here we have one of the Titan Hero series Hulk. Now, of course, this guy right here just crushes it on sculpt, posability, and detail. This guy right here doesn't. But what's interesting about him is he does have blue pants, which is something that Hulk's pants were always purple. So I'm kind of not sure why they're blue on this guy. I mean, for just a standalone toy, he does have some good detail right here on his sculpt and everything. His face sculpt is not horrible. It's just not my favorite. From the backside, it doesn't look too bad. They actually did sculpt the pockets on his pants and the wrinkles and everything. So it's not a terrible figure. He's just not as posable as this guy right here. This guy only has 4 points of articulation in his head, his arms, his wrists, and his legs. You can't really do too much with because they're on a hinge joint. You can't move them back at all. You can only move them forward a little bit. No movement in the feet whatsoever. But I guess if you can't get this guy because he's really expensive, this guy right here is actually not expensive at all. You could find them pretty easily, but they are not the same size. This guy right here is just a little bit taller. Maybe that's because of the position that his knees are in. So that's actually really cool. And I feel like this is more of a movie Hulk, which it is, and this is more of a comic book Hulk, which this captures the look of the movie Hulk a lot more. This one might even be comic books or cartoons, but I thought it would be an interesting size comparison since I don't have another one like this guy. And I feel like Hulk figures are actually harder to get than some other figures, so I'm actually very happy that I still have this guy in my collection to this day. He was one of the very first Hulks I ever got in my collection, and what I think is really cool is that if you have this guy standing behind all your smaller Hulks, he definitely stands out more. This is a phenomenal figure, so I couldn't highly recommend him enough. He's easier to find loose. New in package, though, he does cost quite a pretty penny. So I'm not sure if I would really recommend finding him in packaging. Mine is a bit, you could tell, used up, because you can see some marks right here. But I found this guy at a thrift store. So for the price I paid for him, I can't really beat it. So yeah, this has been my review of the Poseable Raging Hulk, made by Toybiz in 2003. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this guy? Do you think he was definitely worth picking up? To me, being a Hulk fan, he was definitely a must-have, so I really look forward from hearing from you guys. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.